Hey guys, welcome to Kitchen Table TCG. It's Mitch from the Midtown Merchant. Just giving you guys a nice little market update because, surprise, Louie has a new girl. Mom's doing great, kid's doing great. Louie did not plan accordingly, so hey, I'm gonna do the content for today and just kind of break down for you guys what I'm seeing in the marketplace, what I'm seeing on TCG Player, what I'm seeing through my own personal store, the Midtown Merchant at midtownmerchant.com. And just kind of give you guys a feel of what I'm seeing, kind of what I'm projecting, what I'm speculating, if you will, moving forward. Yeah, complete speculation. We'll see how it goes. We're kind of in uncharted territory. Never have I seen a set just tank bottom out for Flesh and Blood right out the gate. We're in official TCG territory here. And yeah, I just kind of want to share with you guys what I'm seeing. So on Friday, when we did our 7-hour stream, boxes plummeted. We saw, 110, 115. And as we're seeing kind of coming to the end of the weekend, we're already seeing boxes climb back up to 125 and consistently sell around that price. Cases are also kind of seeing a rebound. We're kind of in the 160 range, 150 range. You could have even gotten lower on the Flesh and Blood Fab group, the Flesh and Blood TCG group. And yeah, we're seeing a climb and a kind of resurgence there. And pricing. I would still say there's lots of great deals to be had. Prices are still figuring themselves out. People have no idea what to price stuff at. Majestics are kind of bottoming out at $1, $2, $3 for a non-foil. Some are kind of ranging between $4 to $6 for a foil. And I think we'll continue kind of see, what do I price this out as the market kind of figures out what's valuable to players. And again, I'm keynoting players here. I think we're seeing a lot of the players dictating prices at this current time. And I think that's great. This is obviously a player's market. Things are adjusting accordingly. Pure opinions, Louie and George will probably strongly disagree with me. But yeah, we're seeing a bottom out of Majestics. Surprisingly, and I'll kind of share at the end of this stream or video, what we are seeing kind of a rebound of. We are seeing some Majestics hold or even gain value already. Let's get into the cold foils though. Common cold foils. They're not doing too great. If you open a common cold foil, great for you. Add it to your collection. But a lot of them are kind of sitting in that awkward like $15, $30 range. It's not a feel bad unless you open a buckler personally. Not my favorite card. Looks cool, but that's kind of the extent of it for me. But the suede hides, that's where it's at. You know, if you got that swagger, you're doing all right. I mean, the suede hides are doing really well. Those are probably the only common cold foil that I see holding value as we kind of move forward. And it's kind of nice to see, the fancy shoes hold some value. George would be proud. They probably don't have a size 20 for him, but I'm sure it'd be nice nonetheless. In terms of majestic cold foils, they're kind of all over the place. My favorite cold foils personally are some of the pulses, and we're starting to see those slowly kind of settle. They're kind of sitting around the $60 to $70 range right now. I think the market's just trying to figure out what do I even price these at. Again, we're kind of feeling things out. It's not quite clear where we're headed. In terms of the cold foil weapons, the Voltaire, the Ranger equipment is doing the best. It is the chase card out of the cold foil Majestics. After opening 60 something boxes, 70 boxes, I've only opened one of them. I think they're really short printed. I've opened a handful of the Winter's Whale. I've opened, ironically, more Dust Blades than anything else. And Dust Blades, ironically, are still selling for $40 to $50, $60, depending on where you're buying it from. So I think we'll continue to see that price decline as we don't really see probably a ton of play of that card. Still a beautiful card, still a cold foil, still has some collectability facet to it, especially since it's the first card that was ever banned prior to a release. We already had that whole spiel. Let's move on. I think one thing that is largely overlooked, I've opened 2 alt art Majestics. Nobody like that channel, was it the channel Frigid, Lake Frigid? Opened 2 of them. Beautiful card. Great artwork, by the way, on the mat. TCG Player. That kit, mat is spectacular. But I've only opened 2 in 68 boxes. I know bias here, but I would expect that to continue to hold value. Extremely short printed, extremely hard to find. Yes, I've opened more of those than any Fable since I've opened 0 Fables. But I think it's going to be a great card. I think it's going to be the galaxy of this set. I don't know where I see it going, but it's currently sitting at 150, 160. I'm currently holding one just, you know, I think that it deserves to be higher, personally. I think it's a great card. I think it's a great collectability piece. And I hope in the years to come, we'll kind of continue to see that climb. In terms of legendaries, it's been really interesting watching this. Rampart, the shield, it's holding value. It actually is the highest. It is the chase legendary right now of the set. George and Louie and I kind of called that as soon as we saw the spoil. We'll continue to see how that, you know, that impacts the market. That followed by New Horizon. Again, I think Ranger is going to be a hot player in this set. Lexi, everybody's kind of looking for that. And so I'm seeing New Horizon and Rampart kind of be the current chase legendaries. We'll see what happens, you know, with Runeblade, the Spellbound Creepers. In terms of the bottom of legendaries, Crown of Seeds and Heart of Ice are kind of where it sits, and then Shock Charmers and Spellbound are kind of sitting there in the middle. So legendary market's actually holding really well. We've seen minimal decline in value there. I think we're still trying to kind of figure out what's going to impact the meta, what's going to impact collectors, because Louie and I on this kind of mentality of players become collectors, collectors become investors. And we'll see how that kind of evolves as the set continues to come out. In terms of the Fable, it's kind of settling. You know, that $500, $600 mark. Louie and George called it on the stream on Friday night. We are seeing that kind of start to settle a little bit. TCG Player Low right now has it at 600, but the market value previously was at around 580. So quick distance from, you know, weeks ago at pre-release, Las Vegas pre-release, thousands of dollars, now settling really rapidly at 600. Again, I think this set is kind of setting the tone for future sets where we set the floor and then we start to see an increase, you know, that traditional dip right at release that TCGs see. We'll continue to see an increase in Majestics. I think we'll see a release in some of the other chase cards, or at least a settling, a firmness on that set, on that floor. And I'm really curious to see how the market responds in the coming weeks as play picks up, as people get their boxes, as people start to open and fulfill their, you know, flesh out their collections. Really curious to see how that goes. Some kind of last keynotes here. There are some Majestics that are starting to hold. Terra Sunder. The pulses are actually kind of sitting right at that $8 to $10 mark, which is 2 to 3 times more, even 4 times more, 5 times more than some of the current Majestics. Seek and Destroy, the Tome of Harvest, Blink, Louie's favorite card of the set, which he thinks is going to break the meta. It won't. I really think that there's a lot still to be figured out with this market. I have no idea what I'm doing, right? I think that's clear. But I'm really excited to continue to open this set, share this set with you guys. I'm uploading a ton of Majestics today, so if you guys are still looking for those at great prices, I'll start kind of adjusting my prices this week pending the market. But yeah, it's a great set, guys. Get in, open it, have fun. May not be the best time to sell, but it's a great time to open. Enjoy the product. Will you get your EV? I have no idea. I don't run the little tracker thingy, but it's fun to crack packs. It's a beautiful set. The artwork is next level. Personally, it's my favorite set to open thus far. If you guys haven't checked out midtownmerchant.com, give it a try. I'll be updating all of my set pricing this week. I've been way behind on that. I apologize. Life's been busy. We're going to play some catch up this week, get some orders out. Take care, you guys. And I hope you guys have a great day. Yeah, also, reach out to Louie. Give him a congrats. He now has 2 kids. He's on a next level. If you have 2 kids, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, hope you guys have a great day. It's Mitch from the Midtown Merchant. Cheers, guys.